right, guys, I think I've got a great video for you coming up here. My name is Mike, also known as Flyfisher 530, and I'm super excited to get out to this area. I am currently on Highway 80 outside of Reno, Nevada, and I am heading up to the extreme northern end of Nevada near the Oregon border, an area called the Pine Forest Range. And this section of mountains rises up out in the desert and goes up anywhere from 6,000 to 9,000 feet in elevation. There's several high altitude lakes up in this area I'm going to be at. They range from about 6,500 to 8,000 feet in elevation. Should be beautiful. Last time I was up there was 35 years ago, hunting and fishing. Haven't been back since, so super excited to see what it looks like. It's as beautiful as I remember it, and yeah, I'm super excited to get up there and see it. And what I'm trying to do is also in my videos is at least once a year show you an area that a lot of people may not think about going to and checking out. You know, I think about some of my past videos that I don't see a lot of coverage on, like Sage-Hen Meadows. It's not that remote at all, but it's just a beautiful area, especially in the fall. You got a chance to see Sage-Hen Meadow in October. It's outside of Mammoth area. Beautiful, just gorgeous. Another area a lot of people don't think about going to is the East Walker River, the really remote section of East Walker. That's a great area to explore. And so today I'm going to check out this northern section of Nevada, and really looking forward to it. I think you're going to enjoy this video, guys. Stay tuned. Alright, as you can see, guys, now I'm on a road that appears to go on forever in front of me here, and I am outside of Winnemucca, Nevada, north of Winnemucca, heading towards my destination. Looks like I should get there around 2 o'clock today. Wanted to let you know I've partnered with a new sponsor, and that is Onyx Offroad, and they've been nice enough to join with me, and I've been using their mapping software for about a month now, and man, it is so easy to use compared to the last one I was using. They have great graphics. They have both 2D and 3D graphics of the trails to give you a really great view of the terrain you're getting into. They have color-coded trails and trails with the ratings, whether they're easy, medium, or hard, so you know whether or not it's a trail you want to tackle based on the vehicle you have. And thousands of miles of trails to choose from across the United States. Just an easy-to-use software package with multiple layers, multiple tools you can use. You can make routes, save routes, make waypoints, and save waypoints. It is just a great mapping software to use. So, highly recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. And you can get 20% off right now with the code F530, and that is lowercase f 530 will get you 20% off on either the basic package or the premium package, whichever one you want to choose from. So, thank you, Onyx, for joining with me on that, and you'll be seeing me using it here on this trip as I get closer to the trailhead here, guys. The Pine Forest Range is a very remote area, and before leaving I called a gas station at Denio Junction near the Oregon border to confirm they did have gas available and what their operating hours were. I was assured they were open 24/7, so it would not be an issue, and you can imagine my heart sank when I arrived 7 hours later and saw the only gas pump was covered with a plastic bag when I pulled up. Luckily, the other side did have a working gas pump, and I was able to fully gas up before hitting the trail, which was only a few miles south of this location. All right, guys, I'm at the trailhead right now, airing down. Took me about 7 hours to get here. I left my home near Sacramento around 7 a.m. It's now around 2 p.m. Not sure how long it's going to take to get up there, 1 or 2 hours, I think, to these high mountain lakes. But right now I'll bring up the Onyx app, and I will get myself oriented on this trail, and then get going here. But just to show you where we're at and where we're headed, we're going to be heading up into these mountains right here and this road right here. and that's generally the direction we're going to be heading. Doesn't look like much right now, but as I recall, it's a very beautiful area, and supposed to be some pretty good fishing in these lakes. We'll see. And yeah, I can't wait to get up there, guys. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm just heading up the canyon, and the trail's rated 4 out of 10 by Onyx, and right now I'd say it's actually a 1 out of 10. I did put it into 4-wheel drive just so I could turn on the release the sway bars and have a little bit more articulation, but honestly you don't even need 4-wheel drive right now. But glad I aired down. It definitely makes a difference, and yeah, it looks like a cool canyon. I remember being back here, but it's been so long. Really hope it's as beautiful as I remember it. As you guys can see, man, it's just beautiful up here. The views out into this valley to the north is incredible. And the Quaky Aspens are starting to turn. It's not quite there, not even close to quite there, really. They're just starting to turn yellow and orange, but still beautiful, especially as a backdrop against the green ones. So, still about, I don't know, I'm still halfway. I've been stopping a lot to put up the drone, and but man, it is gorgeous back in here. Just crazy beautiful. All right, well, I've shifted into 4 low, and this trail's definitely gotten into a more of a 4 or 5 rating now in this section. It's probably the choppiest section I've come up with so far today, and it's definitely bouldery, and you got to pick your line, man. After 3 hours on the trail, I finally reached the first lake. Onion Valley Reservoir is at an elevation of 7,000 feet, with nearby Blue Lakes at an elevation of 8,000 feet. I was last in this area 30 to 35 years ago, and from this point on it was all new territory to me. It was now 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had a decision to make. Should I camp at this lake or push on to the lake I really wanted to reach, known as Knott's Creek Reservoir? Since there was still daylight left, I decided to press on, and little did I know that the last mile into Knott's Creek would be one of the most challenging I've ever encountered overlanding. Girl. Well, an update. Just saw a sign said I got 4 miles to go, and man, this road sections of it are pretty good, and then sections of it are just really rutted out and bumpy. Who knows when they're last through here to grade this road, but you slow down to 3 or 4 or 5 miles an hour in a lot of sections here. So it's now 5:30, and I think I'm about a third of the way. Maybe I'm closer to half. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm going to get there around 6:15. Which I was really hoping to get there a lot sooner today, but hey, it is what it is. It's an adventure, right? So we'll see where this takes us. But I've never seen this second reservoir. Probably already told you guys that, but
So this next part is a complete recording of what I'm calling the Knarly Section, where I cross over a ridgeline before dropping down into the lake. Full disclosure, I'm not a big fan of rock crawling. I only have a 2.5-inch lift with 35-inch tires, and this trail is much steeper than it looks on video. I could not see where my wheels were landing, let alone my differentials, and I was also tired from almost 4 hours on the trail. You can skip ahead to the next chapter if you don't want to watch this section in its entirety.
Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. Jesus. Well, this trail has turned into some gnarly sections. Oh, I'm not a big rock crawling guy, and man, especially when I got so much weight on top of this Jeep with the allo cab. Whew, that was a little gnarly there. For me, that would be like an 8 out of 10. That was a little puckering. Coming over that ridge line there. All right, guys, well, we've landed. It's 6 p.m. right now, so yeah, it's been a long day. There are other people here at this lake, so I'm trying to be a little bit quiet here. But man, it's beautiful. The sun's setting over the mountains right now. See, show you where I am. Just gorgeous here. This is called Knott's Creek Reservoir, and I'll tell you more about it more in the morning. Right now, I really need to get camp set up. It's getting late, and it's probably going to be dark within an hour, and I still have to do dinner. So I'll show you what I'm doing next, which is going to be setting up camp and getting things ready
With sun going down, I need to get moving here. Good morning, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful lake. I'm on this lake called Knott's Creek Reservoir, and it has 3 types of trout species in this lake. The first is just your standard rainbow, but then they have 2 hybrids. The first hybrid is called a bow cut, and that's a cross between a rainbow and a cutthroat trout. And the second hybrid they have is called a tiger trout, and that is a cross between a brown trout and a brook trout. And those are beautiful. I'll put a picture up above here to show you what they look like. Man, if I could catch one of those on this trip, that would be awesome. But we'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. I saw some jumping out in the lake last evening, so we know they're in here. And yeah, and let me just show you around the this area. Reminds me a lot of the Alabama hills. Just the rock formations here are just incredible. And there's all these little formations you can walk in and around in between. Just really, really neat area. The trail in, though, man, it was a long, long trip. It was 4 hours, and yeah, a lot of stops to put up the drone and put out the camera on the trail. Probably would have taken 3, maybe 3.5, if I hadn't stopped so much. But still a beautiful drive in. So, all right, I think I'm gonna get breakfast started and then get ready to go out and do some fishing in the lake. Man, what a view, guys. What a view. Just beautiful here this morning. Well, we'll see how we do today, guys. I have no idea. All right, well, we're going to give it a shot here. All I need to do is get my fins on, and then you're going to see me walking in very awkwardly into the lake here with those fins on. It's never easy. It's always awkward. Expect me to maybe fall in. We'll see. Stay tuned. Well, slow day fishing, but gosh darn, it's beautiful here. Just freaking gorgeous. All right, well guys, one of the things I wanted to feature on this trip was this new product that was sent to me by BougeRV, and they have sent this to me for a review, and I'm super excited about it because it might just be my future hot water shower, as well as being able to clean dishes and everything with some hot water. This is a propane portable water heater by BougeRV, and we'll get it set up right now. We'll unbox it and show you what's going on. Stay tuned. Okay, these look like the hoses. Oh, okay, so that's an electrical hookup. Charging cords. Oh, that's nice. So even a, looks like a 12-volt charger converter. Very cool. Awesome. Okay. It's like instructions. All right, so now that it's unboxed, you can see the unit itself. It has the propane end where this propane bottle will attach, and then the control panel end here, and these are where your water hose will plug in that will eject water, and then your inlet hose as well as the red that will take in the water from a water source. So they give you the water hose here that will eject water like a shower head, and then they also have the pump here with the electrical connection that will attach into here to run the pump, and then they give you a 12-volt plug right here with plenty of line on it if you needed to run it off 12 volts, and they give you a 120 volt to 12 volt converter as well. A couple of extra washers for the water hose, and then some sort of attachment. I haven't quite figured out what that's for yet, but pretty neat, pretty compact, pretty light, and yeah, we'll go over the features here in a second. Okay, well this is pretty easy to set up, I have to say. It's all color coded, so the hose with the water pump is the inlet hose for the water. So this has the pump inside attached into my water tank. It's color coded with blue, so it goes into the blue setting or blue plug on the front of the unit here. I'll turn this around. And then the outlet water hose, it's going to spray the water out, attaches into the red. It's all color coded, so you just follow the colors. And then your panel here, you have your on-offs here, but what confused me at first, there is a switch underneath you have to turn on the bottom, very bottom. And then you can hit the on switch here. And it's pretty much ready to go. So let's see, we'll turn it on. Okay, a little icon came on, flashing for the shower, or the wand, the water wand. And we press the pump and it should start pumping water. So let's see. Move this. There we go. It's warm already. Wow. Maybe 10 seconds. That's crazy. Wow, that is nice. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so awesome to have to take hot showers and then to be able to heat water. Wow. Talk about a simple setup, guys. I'm not one for reading directions and pretty much didn't read the directions other than what's on the panel here. And this is pretty straightforward. This is crazy. Looks like it has 2 settings on the wand here. 3 settings actually. Middle for like wide to finer. And you can turn it off. Keep going. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you can turn it off at the shower handle here. And then if you want to keep showering, just turn it back on. You can hear the flame kick on the unit here using the propane. Wow. Let's turn it up a little hotter. It's in the like the medium setting right now. Turn it up to the max. Oh yeah. Wow, that is really nice. Pretty cool. I'm impressed. I'm super impressed. All right, we're going to talk a little more about the features in just a second here. So some of the features of this unit, it has max temperature protection, so it will not go over 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And it also has tilt protection, so if this thing falls over, it will shut itself off. It has an internal battery with a runtime of about 1 hour at full charge, which is pretty amazing to me. And they say it takes about an hour to recharge that battery to full capacity as well. As you've seen, I've set it up here with a water source here and the water hose here. Super simple, extremely compact in my opinion unit. On this side, you've got your exhaust port here and your air inlet down here. You do not want to be blocking these. These are on both sides of the unit, so you don't want to be pushing something up against the unit that's going to block these ports. They also suggest you put soapy water on this connection here for the propane just to make sure there's no leaks, which is a safety thing. And then the front panel itself, super easy to use. It'll show you the stated charge of the battery,
I'll show you when the unit's running. You've got your buttons to turn the pump on and off for the water. It's just, you know, everything's color coded, so you connect the hoses to the right location on the front. Just super compact. I love the handles on it to be able to carry it easy. And I'm really impressed with this BougeRV portable propane water heater. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's something I will definitely be using on future trips. It'd be so nice to have hot showers available when you want them, and also if you want to use you know, hot water for dishes and things. Pretty nice to have this available, set up and use. All right, success. Give you a shot from the shoreline here, what it looks like. Really cool geology. Massive rock formations jutting up from the water. Well, finally caught one, guys. About 16 inches. Nice fish. I think it's a cut bow. It doesn't look like your standard rainbow. So, it's got the red gills. So, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful fish. But fat sucker. Measured him on the net at about 16 inches. Beautiful. All right, buddy.
Ooh, yeah. Like a sunrise horizon, always there, always shining, building me up with the song it's singing, filling my heart like I'm flying. And always warm, always hold me, the biggest part of my story, healing my soul, help me feel completion, bringing my here to my glory. Yeah. It keeps pulling me back. It keeps pulling me back to you. It keeps pulling me back. Yeah. It keeps pulling me back to you.
Tonight, guys, we're going to cook up a ribeye steak here. Looking forward to that. Very simple meal. Just going to put salt and pepper on it. Going to do some potatoes as well with some mushrooms. I'll mix in after these are cooked a little while. Just a very simple meal tonight. And then today was super fun. This is such a beautiful lake, and catching that one trout, I think it was one of those hybrids, the cut bows, because it didn't look like a rainbow to me, and it did have that red marking on its gills, so I'm pretty sure that was a cut bow. Really wanted to catch a tiger trout, but that'll hopefully be the next time I come here. I definitely want to come back. It's such a beautiful place. And I know I said this many times, but it looks so much like if Alabama Hills had a lake in the middle of it. That's what this place reminds me of. So beautiful here. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to keep cooking up this meal. All right, guys, well, I am just chomping at the bit to get back out there, just shore fish, because they're literally just jumping all over the place within 15, 20 feet of shore. I'm watching them right now. Just crazy. So I'm going to try to get the meal done here and then do a little evening fishing. All right, well, I'm going to wash these dishes. I don't have much to do, but thought I'd just try the BougeRV portable propane water heater, see how it works. Got it set up. It's in the water bottle down here. The hose wand is right here, and as you can see, the panel's already lit up. It's running off its own power, and so what I'll do is I'll hit the water pump right here. You can hear the pump coming on. Oh. Yeah, we'll get on the max heat. Oh wow, you can see the steam coming off now. Crazy. So cool. Gonna be nice to be able to wash things with nice hot water. All right, I'm gonna brush this up and clean it up, but as you can see, it works great. Nice hot water, it's steaming out of here. And this is gonna be great for washing dishes. All right, guys, well, I've already spent a good part of the morning packing up. I am leaving this morning. I have a long drive back home, but man, what a beautiful place this is. I cannot wait to come back and spend more time here. I am going to be taking a different route out of here to the south just to explore a little bit today, and I'll bring you along with me.
Nevada is often regarded as a state with little to offer except endless desert dotted with intermittent casinos. However, I believe there is a majestic beauty to the Nevada desert, and when you really explore the remote corners of the state, you sometimes find that jewel in the desert that makes the endless hours of travel all worthwhile. I hope to return again one day soon. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please hit that thumbs up button, and leaving comments is always appreciated. And like I always say, hope to see you on the trail someday.